We have volume. Yes. We have volume. And we are live. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Vixen After Dark. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, and turned on. I'm your host, Leticia Alpha. If you guys have not already joined the fam, please make sure you go ahead and smash the subscribe button, click the bell right next to it. Dink, that way you guys are notified every time I go live. What's up, y'all? It's been so long. How have you guys been? I'm going to get right into the nitty gritty. You guys know where to find me, vixenafterdark.com. Everything will be in the description box down below, especially all my social media handles. If you want a private session with me on Zoom, you can definitely do that. I've been getting a lot of requests for in-person. I don't do in-person for that, but for my other channel, my business, yeah, all that. So what's up, you guys? Happy Sagittarius season. Yes, we are in the fire gates, honey. Okay. So we've got a lot to talk about, you guys. We've got a lot of movement that's been happening. Hopefully you guys have been following and going through everything. I do have my notes because we have so much going on and I wanted to make sure that I get all of it in. Okay. I may go live tomorrow, possibly. Well, ooh, I got a lot of appointments tomorrow, but we'll see. If not tomorrow, then Sunday. So let's kind of dive in, you guys. I want to discuss let's pull up the charts. Let's pull up the charts. Let's see what we got going. Hopefully everybody is doing well, right? How has life been, you guys? I'm doing an follow Leticia TV as far as the announcements. That's my other channel. It's a video is uploading over there as far as life updates if you guys want to check that out too. So tune in. So you guys, Sagittarius season, this started on November 22nd. So happy solar return to all my Saggies out there in the building, and also, you know, my cuspers too. What up? So this is happening all the way up until December 21st. We're going to be in Sag season, you guys, okay? I'm going to do an all signs reading at the end, so stay tuned and tapped and turn on to that for each individual sign for the season. So you may want to tune in. I'm doing 3 decks for each sign, so it's going to be a long video. But I'll make it short and sweet though. So also, you guys, we're going to talk about, of course, the negative and the positive of Sun and Sag. We're going to discuss the Sag Stellium that we have going on. So since the Sun is there, we also got Mars is now in Sagittarius, okay? And we also have Mercury that's now in Sagittarius as well, all right? It's been chilling in there, so Mercury's already at 21 degrees. Mercury's not going to be there that long, but, you know, still want to bring it up. Also, too, I'm going to discuss your rising sign. So if you know your rising sign, you guys, I'm going to discuss where the stellium is going to be playing out for you since it is a Sag season video. Damn, say that 10 times fast. I'm going to talk about how this will affect you in the negative and a positive way, and also provide a solution, as I always do, you guys. Okay, so we're going to tap into that. And then I also want to talk about, we do have, the moon has just moved into Taurus. I think that happened this morning. And also I see a Taurus stellium that's playing out right now, with Uranus and Jupiter and the moon. So yeah, we're going to talk about that too. And that's pretty much it for now. I'll probably do separate videos as far as like Mars just now going into Sag, you guys, because it's at 0 degrees right now. Hello, Pepper. She wants to be the star of the show today. Did you miss me? You guys have not been home, I feel like. So anyways, so you guys, let's go ahead and tap in. You guys, don't forget, I do timestamps at the end of the live video. And if you guys are live with me, chime in. Hello to all you viewers here that are watching right now. What's up, guys? Cracking in here tonight. So let's go ahead and pull up the chats. All right. So let's see what we got going here, you guys. We got Sag is at 2 degrees right now. The sun is rocking right now. You know, I feel like this is the time where people just want to live their life and be adventurous mode mid-November, mid-December. Also, too, because the holidays are here as well. So it's kind of like you want to get out, you want to celebrate, you want to have a little bit of fun, you want to feel good. It's like a chill, optimistic kind of a vibe right now that's happening, you guys. So, you know, Sagittarians are all about having a good vibe, you know, and having positive outlooks on life. So it's like as soon as they face a problem, it's like they have this bold spirit and they just got mad enthusiasm, like they can really get through something, okay? They're very open-minded. So if you're a Sag, I'm talking about you. So we gonna learn about Sag today if y'all don't really already know. So they're just really deep. Oh, let me pull up the comments. They're just really deep, you guys, as far as like they have deep thoughts. Hold on, let me pull up the comments just in case. Let me pull up the comments. So they definitely have they're into deep thoughts, I should say, and they're all about keeping an open mind, you guys. So for the most part, as far as Sagittarius, it's like they like to really explore, okay? They really like to explore, you know, different beliefs and just seeking a higher truth within anything. So that's why I'm gonna break down the houses, because this is where the stellium could be playing out for you. Remember, Mars is the planet of action and Mercury is the planet of communication. So this is a big deal, especially with the sun being there as well. So the stellium is very important right now during this time. So let's see, like I said, they're all about adventures, you guys, okay? Sages are like the ultimate, how do I say it? They're like the ultimate, what's the word I'm looking for? Thrill seekers. They're the ultimate thrill seekers, you guys. They love to just get out there and have a little bit of fun. You know, I'm looking at all these aspects here that are playing out currently right now. Mercury's at 21 degrees. Yeah, so we have the Sag stellium. We also have a lot of Libra energy playing out as well, you guys, that are happening too, just FYI, and that's a lot of air. So air, fire, and earth. It's a little bit of a mix-up here, you know, so it's pretty even for the most part. So back to Sagittarius, they're all about seeking like different cultures. So you might even try like different foods during this time, you know what I mean? Like just you want to do something different, exploring both physical and mental realms as well, okay? And they're very generous. Like if you know a Sag, they're so generous. Like they'll really, you know, if they have their in that higher octave, they really are very giving. They're very friendly. They're very loving, and they love connecting with people. They love like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, how's your day going? If you're talking to a guy at the grocery store, or you know what I mean, like just bagging your groceries or something like that. They really like connecting with all sorts of people. Okay, and you have to know this about a Sag energy. They love to laugh things off. So let's say, for example, a Sag is going through something serious within their life, right? And, you know, it's like you're trying to talk about this and be there for them, but the Sag will like crack a joke and be like, oh, did I just say that? Like they're gonna be laughing at their own self. It's kind of like a defense mechanism for their energy, because they don't want to be all serious. They don't want to talk about the negative, and they don't want to go into that. So they laugh everything off. So they're pretty much known for their sense of humor, or just laughing at everything, even though it could be talking about them in a sense. That way you kind of know their energy. It's not like it's hard sometimes to recognize when you're taking a Sag serious or not, because they'll just, oh, it's fine, it's all right. Like, you know, but inside they're like cringing, but they're not going to show that, you know. It's kind of like they use jokes to really breeze through anything that's happening within their life. Hey, and that's fine. You know, we all need a little bit of laughter, but as long as they, you know, hopefully they go behind closed doors, do some shadow work or work on it or heal it, and not just sweep it under the rug. Everybody's different, right? So any challenges that they face, they just really like to keep the mood very light. So if you have I've had a couple of Sag friends. I've dated one. I've actually got friends that are Sages. Some are cuspers, and like they just really want to have fun and have a good time. They don't want no drama, okay? So I'll talk about where, depending on how this is playing out for you personally in a moment. But here's the deal. We got to watch out for the curveballs, okay? So now you know I'm going to talk about the negative, since we just talked about the positive. Now, since Sag is a fire energy, you have to also recognize that it's immutable. So it really can adapt to anything. You know, Sages are really restless. That's the word that I'm looking for. They could be very restless. They're always trying to do something, right? They're always on the move. They're always trying to do something. So they kind of struggle to settle down. Just imagine you have this friend that's at work and they just can't stop moving. They can't stop doing something or working on something, adjusting something, moving something. Like, that's Sag energy. So if you really think about the commitment factor of all of this, it can be hard to, it can be a little bit tricky in the sense of committing to something fully and following it all the way through. So you already know what I'm going to say for the collective. So I'm just explaining a Sag energy. So imagine how I'm going to talk about the stellium that's playing out. Now, Sages might bounce around without really sticking to any long-term plans. It's kind of like, hey, do you want to go have ice cream? It's like, cool, let's go do that. Wait, let's go hop to the beach, or let's go. It's like, you're going to end up kicking it with a Sag. You say you're going to do one thing. You might end up coming back home at 3 a.m., period. You just like never know what the hell's going to happen. But for the most part, though, they're straight shooters. You know, they're very direct when they talk. They can come off as a little bit too blunt. It might seem like a little bit of shade, so utilize your discernment to really peep game on that. But, you know, it's not their... It's just their straightforward style. It's just who they are, to be honest with you. But, you know, some people might take that the wrong way. So as far as, you know, being too optimistic, that's a thing for a Sagittarian energy, right? You know, optimism is cool, right? I'd rather be around someone that's optimistic versus pessimistic, let me tell you. But sometimes, just to keep it real, you know, too much positive thinking on everything might just kind of blind certain potential issues that may arise. Let's just say that in a nice way. Okay, it's kind of like that impulse control factor comes into play. So it's kind of like the thirst for adventure can really lead to making impulsive decisions, snap decisions, you know. And so sometimes that they need to learn how to slow down just a little bit, so that they won't have any potential issues later on. And, you know, they just really need to also think of the consequences. Like, Sag energy will go into something and not think about everything all the way through on what could possibly happen. That way they can kind of low-key prepare. So there's that, right? That could be missing. But for the most part, you know, spiritually speaking, they're very chill. But as a collective, you guys, like, let's say if everyone's feeling like a Sag energy, you know, it's really time as a collective to really enjoy this Sag season and this journey that we're in. We just had Thanksgiving, if you guys celebrate that. I just like being around family and eating food. But you know the real meaning behind it. That's a whole nother video. But so really embrace this adventurous spirit that Sag season is going to bring to all of us, you guys. You know, dig into some new ideas during this time, you guys. You know, just try different cultures, talk or learn about different cultures, different foods, different places and things of that nature that you've never visited. This will allow you to really activate your North Node energy and get out of what's comfortable and try something new, okay? You're not going to go far if you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting something different to occur, right? Especially if you're a person that's looking for change in some aspect of your life during this time. So, you know, I would say, looking at these aspects here, like, just keep it real. Don't be too impulsive, you guys, especially if this is playing out like in a money house for you. Patience is definitely going to be key. Remember, this is fire energy. So thinking long-term needs to be the move, okay? Thinking long-term definitely needs to be the move. I would say, and just spread love and just be generous as you can, you know, because this journey is always better when you have people that are vibing on the same frequency as you. It just feels so much better. You feel a lot better about divvying up your time, your energy, your space, your money, whatever it is. It feels so much better when the energy is reciprocated, right? So, you know, don't laugh your way through I would say don't forget to laugh your way through the ups and downs. You know, whatever you're going through, know that you can get out of it. There is a solution. There is a way out of it. And Sag season will help you see that, especially if you're a person that typically is like, oh my God, woe is me, and you play victim. You might actually kind of be like, oh, well, that happened. And then kind of like move on. So, but hopefully you'll find a solution though, right? Life is just definitely an epic adventure, you guys. So let's talk about this Sag stellium that I want to talk about here. Let me pull this up, okay? Because we have a stellium is when you have 2 or more planets, as you guys know. So now that we're in Sag season, we have the sun there, right? And then we also have Mars, planet of action, and also Mercury, okay? So communication, thoughts, It's Mercury actually being in Sag is actually in a detriment. It's not a great thing. Just throwing it out there. I'll talk about that right now. So let's kind of go into the positive energy of this. So just kind of looking at the degrees and what everything's happening and all the aspects that could be playing out that's to come up. This is like an epic energy boost like no other. I know for me, I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I gotta get this done. I want to go here. I want to go there. I want to do that. It's like, it's kind of like a triple shot of espresso in a sense, but for your whole being. Okay. So everyone's energy should be like on fire. You know, it's like you kind of feel like you're ready to really conquer everything right now during this time, which is not a bad thing. This could be very good if you are building a business, or when you normally you don't want to go to work because it's the holidays and you have to work. Use that energy to get through your day. You know what I mean? Also, Sag, they're like straight up truth talkers. Okay. It's kind of like the truth pill, truth serum kind of a vibe. Like, it's so funny going into from Scorpio, things that were hidden or were revealed, and then here comes Sag season. It's just more like more blunt truth energy. Now it's just kind of like, hey, yeah, I'm not feeling that. Yeah, I don't like that. Or you do this and it don't make me feel, you know what I mean? So more things will be said in that nature. They just keep it real as it gets. And that's a good thing if someone can be very transparent around you, because then that'll allow you to make the decision if you want to go left or if you want to go right, right? So no sugarcoating, just straight talk, tell it like it is, kind of a vibe. Authenticity is their language as far as Sag energy, you guys, and they speak it fluently. Okay, let me tell you, they don't have no problem with that. So imagine this is the energy that we're all going to be in. Okay, I may be doing it, you may be doing it, whoever's around you is going to be doing it, right? So once again, adventure mode is going to be activated with this stellium, you guys, because remember, we have Mars. It's at 0 degrees. It's still cusping, but I'm just, you know, kind of updating you. I'll probably do a separate Mars video to go more in depth, but you know, life's a grand journey. And with this stellium here, it's kind of like you're going to want to feel like you want to get out. You want to go on an adventure. You want to do something. You want to go somewhere. You want to see places, new faces. You're ready to explore, learn, soak everything in right now. Learn, gain some wisdom. You know what I mean? You want to see what the world kind of has to offer, in a sense, is what it's like giving. You just want to see what's out there, what's new, what's kicking, what's jiving, you know, all of that. So it's not a bad thing. Take it as maybe this will kind of help you in a sense in the long run, right? To kind of do things that you want to get done. So let's kind of shift gears a little bit here. Oh no, I kind of want to add, you got to think the energy, like collectively for us with this Sag stellium, it's like you're going to be a fearless warrior. Now, let's say, for example, you're more so like an introvert, you know, you're someone that's like, oh my God, I need a little bit of help, or I can't do this, or whatever that is. Mars, with this Mars energy here, guys, in the mix, it's gonna bring out the fearless warrior. If you have challenges, you're like, what's next? You're kind of like, bring it on, in a sense, like, oh, I got this. And this is good because sometimes during the fourth quarter, I would call it, especially if you're a person that's a CEO, or you're a business owner or something like that, or you're trying to build something up from the ground up, instead of being lazy and falling into that pit of, oh, it's the holidays, I can't do anything, nobody wants to talk to me, they're all around their family and yada yada. This will actually give you that push to really be like, oh, you know what, I want to do something. So I would say use this energy, you guys, because if you really think about it, any obstacles that you're facing, it's like you'll be able to tackle them head on, and you'll have the courage to do it, and you'll be very street savvy. It's kind of like you'll be like a little superhero, okay? Now, as far as Mercury being here, it's almost towards the tail end. It's 21 degrees right now, and then it's going to move along into Capricorn, but on December 1st. But for now, we still have this energy playing out as you're watching this video. It is the 24th. So I would say with this energy, you guys, it's kind of like Mercury's got, you know, these communicators on point, right? As far as Mercury energy, which rules the sign of Gemini. So it being in Sag, knowing that it's in a detriment, still there's a lot of ideas that could be expressed, okay, with this fire energy here. It's going to be like second nature. You're going to be like, oh, but I can do this and I can do that. And I can go here and we can go there or whatever. So it's kind of like having the gift of gab that can really captivate anyone and anybody, okay? Let's kind of talk about the challenges with this stellium really quick here, okay? I want to talk about the challenges as far as the negative side. So as far as this being a fire energy, like I said, there could be some massive impulsive energy that could be playing out. Let's see. I would say with all this fire energy, there could be a chance of fireworks. You know what I mean? Meaning like people could have tempers, could make impulsive moves during this time. Sometimes like a chill pill kind of might be needed. Let's just kind of throw that all the way out there. It's kind of like some people will have that foot in the mouth syndrome. Trust me, it's already happened to me. Being so blunt sometimes, you can cross into that section where it's like, oh, oops, did I just say that out loud? Kind of a vibe. So that may happen. Keeping it real and being authentic is just, it's great. But sometimes, you know, in some cases or there's a time and a place for everything. And so you got to kind of watch your words in a sense. I would say still be you. But, you know, just kind of watch your words a little bit. That way you're not tripping. Okay. With fire energy too. So some of you guys may feel like you have so much you want to do, or so many things you want to get done, or so many ideas that you want to jot on paper and take action on it, but yet boom, you could end up being very restless and just be wandering or just doing things just to stay busy. So I would say, you know, with this adventure seeking spirit, that might make you kind of tired, you know. Settling down or trying to take a nap or trying to rest can really feel like a struggle during Sag season, because you know there's a whole world you want to explore, so many things you need to do. So it can be kind of difficult to make sure that you get the proper rest that you need in order to carry out your duties, responsibilities, and obligations and whatever you're going towards or going after and whatever you want to achieve, right? And with this energy also, if you're thinking about like relationships, you know, it's hard to kind of maybe tie somebody down during this time and get serious during Sag season. So commitment might feel like a straight up cage to somebody. Like somebody might not want to get cuffed right now. Somebody might not want to feel like they're put in a box. Sages do not like being put in a box. Even with things that maybe your boss tells you, oh, you can't do this, but you can do that. You're like, wait, what? You know, so you'll see a lot of rebellious type of action that could be playing out during Sag season as well. And someone feeling like they're being pushed towards a wall or being tied down, that might be a trigger for some serious restlessness right there, okay? So I would say, as far as some solutions on how to handle this Sag stellium, you guys, you have to really find a balance. Okay, balance that fire energy out. Really embrace what you know, but be chill about it. You know, sometimes a slow burn is more powerful than a quick flare up. You know what I mean? Find ways to ease the blow. Think before you spit fire out of your mouth, pretty much for the most part, because words definitely have power. So really think before you speak during this time, before you drop those truth bombs. Make sure it's the right place, you know, right arena, right. Just check the temperature, read the room before you drop those truth bombs, you guys. You know, and a little tact goes a long way during Sag season. I would also say just embrace the journey as well. You know, sometimes we're going to fuck up. Sometimes we might make mistakes. Sometimes, you know, it just might not be, not everything's going to be perfect. So just appreciate I would call them pit stops kind of along the way, as you're striving through. Real wisdom might be in those quiet moments of life during this time. I would say just master the art of trying to commit to something, though. Like if there's something that you're passionate about, if it's a passion and it puts fire under your butt, you should want to be doing it all the time, every day. It shouldn't feel like work, or it shouldn't make you not want to do it. So whatever it is, whatever you're trying to achieve, find that energy to commit to it, whether it's a person, place, or a thing. Okay? Find the energy to do that. Commitment doesn't have to just be a trap, okay? finding ways to really commit to growth, goals, and relationships that really align with your free spirit will make you feel so much better during Sag season. Also, I want to say too, with this fast moving energy, you know, you have to really cultivate patience during this time. Patience is definitely going to be key, you guys, during Sag season. So the world won't end if you take, you know, if you take a beat, if you take a moment, if you take a rest, okay? So I would just say patience is going to be the secret sauce. It's really definitely going to be the secret sauce of turning that impulsive energy into setting true intentions for whatever it is that you want to do. So I would say keep the fire burning, stay real with that, and remember life's a journey, not a sprint, honey, okay? Let's go ahead and switch gears, you guys. I want to actually tap in. I want to do, let's do rising. So what's your rising, you guys? That way we can talk about this stellium where it's playing out before I go into the other energies that are playing out. So if you don't know, let's go and pull that up really quick. Yeah. Okay, so Aries rising, this is going to be in your 9th house. Taurus rising, 8th house. Gemini rising, 7th house. Cancer rising, 6th house. If you're Leo rising, this is your 5th house. Virgo rising, your 4th house. Libra rising 3rd. Scorpio rising, your 2nd house. Sag rising, this is going to be in your 1st house. Capricorn rising, your 12th. I know that one because it's mine. Aquarius rising, 11th house. And then Pisces rising is your 10th house. Okay? So let's kind of talk about that because, like I said, we do have the Sun, Mars, and Mercury. Hey, what's up, TJ? We do have the Sun, Mars, and Mercury in Sag. Thanks for joining. So let's go ahead and tap in really quick, guys, okay, with this one. So I'm going to give you the positive, the challenge, and give you a solution. So if this stellium of Sag energy is in your 1st house, you're going to be very bold, very adventurous because this is the house of self during this time. You're going to be very authentic. You kind of just want to be like in this chill vibe energy because it's going to be all about self, like you, okay? Now, the challenges you might face, you might be overconfident. This is where you might put your foot in your mouth. You might become impatient with yourself and with other people. So I would say definitely just be true to you. Be very authentic. Take your time without stepping on others. Patience is going to be key for you because it's in the house of self. So the journey is as important as the destination, right? Moving on. If the stellium's playing out in your 2nd house. If this is playing out in your 2nd house, you guys, let's just see here. 2nd house is all about your things that you value, right? Money. Also, too, so positive vibes for you would definitely be, you're going to feel like a financially free spirit. Now, if you got it, you got it. If you don't even look at it because this stellium playing, this fire stellium playing, you have Mercury, Mars, and the Sun in your 2nd house. Oh my God. It's kind of like you're going to be on this roll to really chase abundance, okay? And you have to be mindful of overspending when the fire energy is here, okay? And having that financial impulsive energy like, oh, I want to buy this. Oh, I want to get that. Oh, I want to go here. And then later on, you're going to be like, oh, shit, I shouldn't have done that, right? So budgeting, it's not boring, okay? Budget. Kind of save. Invest in what you know is going to make you profit. That's the smart way to do it, right? So you kind of want to do that. Balance your desires with your bank account if it's in your 2nd house. That's going to be super, super key for that stellium for you. We have 3rd house vibes. So 3rd house communication, like communication for you, you're going to be like a wordsmith with this fire energy here. And you also may even love learning. But your challenge for you is you're going to probably talk without thinking. No consequences, just kind of more action. I'm going to do this. I'm going to say that, whatever. These people can talk outside of their neck once in 3rd house. So I would say knowledge is power, you know, but wisdom is using it at the right time. So make sure you choose your words wisely when it's in your 3rd house. I do have 4th house. If this is playing out for you, home is where your heart is going to be during this time with this Sag stellium that's playing out here. You may be full of adventure. You may have this warm, fuzzy vibe where you want to make everything cozy and do what you got to do, right? But at the same token, I would say you might be restless, like within your own house. Like, I gotta do laundry, I gotta cook dinner, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta take the kids here, I gotta go there. It's like, it's gonna be so much. You're gonna have to try and find something, like find time to rest. I would say make sure you create a cozy heaven, you know what I mean? Like maybe like organize whatever you need to do, projects around the house, because you know during this time it's kind of like more people are more indoors versus outdoors, so I get it. You know, start your adventure at home. No need to roam too far when it's in your 4th house. Okay, let's kind of talk about, let's do 5th house. 5th house is all about, it's creative energy, right? It's Leo energy. So I would say if it's playing out in your 5th house here, you know, you might be super creative. You might just have this zest for life and be like, I want to paint, I want to draw, I want, you know what I mean? Like you might just like do something that's out of your norm when it's in your 5th house. But be aware of being too reckless. You got to remember too, peep game on 5th house also is romantic partnerships here too. Okay, so risky adventures and you might I would say reckless in love kind of a vibe could be a theme in a sense. So I would say being passionate is great, you know, but don't play with fire. Okay, balance that excitement with a little bit of responsibility. Speaking of responsibility, let's move to 6th house. 6th house, make sure that I would say you're going to work really hard in the 6th house. You're going to play hard, but, oh, not a but. You'll probably be like a true go-getter if it's playing out in your 6th house. I would say watch out for burning out though, okay? And also just know that every battle is not going to be yours to fight. So the solution for you here would be hustling as admirable, right? Like everybody likes a little person that got a little hustle in them. But self-care is also going to be crucial for you because this is a 6th house where it deals with health as well. Okay, so know when to recharge and rest. That way you can go out and go hard, right? Let's talk about 7th house. So 7th house is house of relationships, right? So dynamic partnerships, passion. You might meet somebody new, lovers. You know, it might be like deep, intimate connections in a sense. Well, it's 8th house more so, but still, you can just gain some new connections in this house. For sure, but just watch out for your temper, or being too impulsive, or just having that impatient sector, like you want someone to do this or that or whatever. That might kind of, you might see that and be like, so I would say any kind of partnerships that you meet should be vibing on the same frequency, and they should complement you during this time, and not overshadow you, right? So keep the love real, okay? Let's do 8th house. Now, this is more of the intimate connections because this is the Scorpio house that we just got out of Scorpio season. So you may want to dive deep into having some transformative experiences within self as well. And so I would just say, just be cautious of this intense, hasty decision-making energy that could play out as well. Because you might do something just because it's like, oh, like I want to change, I want to do something different, but it might not be good or grand right now at this time. So choose kind of your transformations wisely in a sense. I would say not every change needs to be like this whirlwind, right? So you got to kind of like be like, oh, I'm gonna take it easy on there. You know what I mean? Hey, Diva D, what's cracking? So let's kind of move on to 9th house energy, right? So if this Sag Stellium is playing out in your 9th house, I would say you'd feel like a natural philosopher. Like when you engage with people, you want to talk about like intellectual things. You want to learn about maybe something that's outside of this realm, like anything that you can learn from somebody that's like a teacher. Those are the conversations that you want to have. Okay, that's going to make you feel good and comfortable. It's like you're going to be you might be seeking higher truths. You might be doing research, being a whole Nancy Drew and things of that nature, and try and tap into something else. You know what I mean, that people aren't really talking about, you know, besides all this surface level shit that they're talking about as far as stars and blue checkers, right? You might want to go a little bit deeper. I would say for you, whatever you do find out, that way you can turn knowledge into wisdom. Share it. Take action on it. Talk about it. But you also have to respect other people's paths. Some people might not. You can convince somebody like, oh, look, I got all the evidence in the world, and look, this is what it really is. The sun is this, the moon is that, or whatever. You know what I mean? And they're like, what are you talking about? Because they're not ready for it. So you got to make sure to learn, and then, you know, allow other people to learn on their own time. There might not be accepting and as excited as you would be learning something because this is playing out in your 9th house. Okay. Let's move along to 10th house. So 10th house, ooh, this would be great because if this is in your 10th house of career and public image, this can really be life-changing for your business or wherever you're trying to thrive in your job, whatever it is you're trying to do in that sector, even branding yourself online, whatever it is. This could be, it's like an ambitious trailblazer type of an energy in your career that could really like just you could like really skyrocket right now. Like holiday season should be the greatest time to make some moolah. So I would just say avoid burning any bridges on your quest to the top. You know what I mean? And you know, climbing the ladder is cool and all, but you know, leaving a legacy, having like slow and steady winning the race is a better vibe, and it's not as chaotic, right? Let's move along to 11th house. So 11th house, guys, is going to be your social connections and things of that nature. So 11th house, guys, you could be a social butterfly, right? You could be like all super talkative, all this fire energy. You could just like really want to inspire other people and just get to know people and just be very inquisitive and ask questions and just be like, yeah, oh yeah, and tell stories and, you know, just be mindful of the I would say of the excessive damn, I can't even talk. Rebelliousness. Damn, say that. Try it. I dare you. Lead with your ideas, but you also really want to respect other people's hives that they already have going on. I would say try not to divide. Uniting over like solo flights is going to be so much better for you. 12th house, like come together if it's in the 11th house. 12th house energy. Okay, so if you have a Sag stellium playing out here, you really might want to just veg out. You might want to just kind of say bye to the world in a sense, because 12th house energy, you know, this is a Pisces house. It's a mystic kind of energy. You might be a mystic explorer in other realms of the subconscious mind. It's kind of like you might... Old things might come back and trigger you as far as like your past and things of that nature. So you have to be aware of the 12th house energy as well. It's going to force you to like see things within you that you need to fix, and some things you might have to avoid in a sense to where like, okay, don't say that out loud. You know what I mean? Like you might be thinking way into something and someone's like, you're overthinking, you're overanalyzing. It's because you're not there. You're in the 12th house energy. So not everything in your head needs to be said out loud, I should say. Okay. Face any shadow energy too. Face your shadow energy with courage. This is the energy where bring in that Mars energy to give you the courage and the strength to get through something when the stellium's playing out, okay? Especially if you're confronting things that are unseen. A lot of things are going to happen. So report back to me and comment down below if this is in your 12th house. So let's kind of move on, guys. I want to talk about the moon is now in Taurus, but we also have this Taurus stellium. Let's kind of pull that up. So we have the moon is at 1 degree, just shifted this morning. And then we also have, you know, Uranus has been there retrograde in Taurus as well, 20 degrees, Uranus equaling the unexpected, right? And then we also have here Jupiter expanding everything, 7 degrees right now in the sign of Taurus. Jupiter is also retrograding. So to have two retrograde planets and the moon, which is how we react to respond, in this Taurus stellium, as far as the positive side to this can feel very cozy as far as being adventurous. Picture this. It's kind of like you're vibing in this comfy space surrounded by all this good stuff that you like. I don't know. Let's say you're on the couch. You got all your yummy snacks. You're wearing like the fuzziest sweater and socks, and you got all your good people around you. Everything can feel so good. And that's that moon energy that can bring that emotional coziness that you need, right? And then you have Jupiter, which adds the abundance. Like it feels so grand. Like it feels extra good to just be doing this in front of the fire, marshmallow pit, whatever it is. And then you have Uranus, which throws in that unexpected kind of a vibe of maybe something joyful might happen. Maybe somebody might come by and they're like, oh, you brought drinks and snacks too? Great, come and join. You know, I'm just trying to like paint a picture for you. So it's kind of like a street party with all the homies having this Taurus stellium that's hanging out. So, you know, in the same sense, this is all earth energy, right? So a lot of steady grounding could occur as well. Taurus moon energy, if you know a Taurus moon, if you have a Taurus moon energy, it's kind of like they keep their emotions very like chill. Like they're not really like super deep when it comes to their emotions. They're very just like, yeah, I feel that. You know? So Jupiter is what gives it boosts the good vibes within that energy. Uranus adds that electric twist to it. So I would say it's kind of like standing on solid ground, kind of with a surprise dance party that pops up. You know, you might just be thinking you're watching Netflix and all of a sudden you guys are doing the electric slide and playing Twister an hour later after 2 glasses of wine. You know what I mean? So it's like unexpected, but you love it. So it can feel very luxurious. Remember, Taurus rules the second house of things that we value and all that stuff. It's like a, how do I say it? It's like a Venus energy in a sense. So it's going to bring that luxurious feeling that Taurus loves, because, you know, Taurus loves the finer things in life. And with Jupiter and Uranus in the mix, you guys, kind of like rolling in luxury. You feel like you're going to be rolling in style on a positive note to this, wherever this is playing out in whatever house for you. So kind of picture yourself on the street with the best street food. You got the street truck and you're just yummy. You know what I mean? And you got the fit on, you're in good company, and you're in like New York City and you just love it. You know, it's just like this sparkling lights and, you know what I mean? It's like a good vibe. Now, here's where we're going to flip the script, okay? Plot twist. So with this Uranus stellium that's playing out, you guys, I know the moon is going to move in a couple days, but while it's here, you know, you got to catch these, you know, you got to catch these shifts, okay? Just know what's expected. So remember, with this challenges, Taurus doesn't like change. Change can really ruffle somebody's feathers because of that Uranus energy does unexpected shit, right? So you got to really peep game on, you know, even though Taurus loves, even Taurus likes, I'm going to say this, Taurus likes to be very steady. Taurus wants to know what's up, wants to know what's in the bank account, where we going, who's going, whatever. Like, you're invited to the party, who's going? Like, Taurus likes to just know what's up, know the drill, right? So I would say, so when this Uranus energy can throw in any kind of curveball and something happens, like, oh, I invited da-da-da-da, but so-and-so's, I don't know who they bring in. You're like, uh-oh. I don't think I want to go because so-and-so's going to go and I don't want to see them. You know what I mean? That's that curveball. And they're like, no, just come, just come. So when you get to the party, you see the person you don't want to see. Boom, that's that Uranus energy. Like, damn, I knew that bitch was here, right? Like, so it might feel a little bit too much for some. Some people can't handle that right now. But I would say just embrace changes, even if it feels like a surprise thing that happens to you, okay? Now, also, peep game on, you may overindulge during this time. Moon in Taurus, Uranus, and Jupiter. Jupiter likes to expand things. So overindulging, like right now, it's holiday weekend. We just had Thanksgiving, probably around family, friends, you got parties, whatever. You might want to overdo something, you know what I mean? So be careful right now during this time, because Taurus loves all the good stuff. You might be a super spender, an overeater, over drinker, smoker, whatever it is that your vices are, or whatever you like to do, you might overindulge in that, okay? So, you know, too much of something is always going to end up in a pitfall. So you got to be careful with this energy for the weekend, okay? Embrace everything, but watch out for going overboard. Moderation is definitely going to be key for the next couple of days. That's going to be the name of the game. Now, also too, Tauruses can be a little bit stubborn. So I'm thinking of this Uranus and Jupiter flare. It might feel a little bit standoffish in a sense. So try and be flexible during this time. Like if there's something you really don't want to do, but like 10 other people in the group want to do it, just be like, all right, I'll take one for the team, kind of a vibe. So you might want to take one for the team, for real. So being flexible is going to be key. It's not always going to be planned exactly to the T, but just make sure you just walk down the street and just go and just do it. You never know. You might end up having a grand old time, okay? So let's kind of move directions here, you guys. Let's see. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the reading now. Let's do the reading. I'm going to do all signs. I'll do another video with all the other aspects because it's so juicy. We got a lot going on, you guys. We got a lot going on with the whole Venus and Libra. And yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of things going on. So anyways, guys, let's just do the reading right now. So how I'm going to do this is going to be for your sun, moon, or rising. I'm going to pull, let's see. So I have we're going to do the tarot astrology deck where I do tarot and astrology to mix it in. You guys know I like my Spirit Cosmic deck. Also, we're going to use my deck as far as just straight up tarot. And then we will also do, I'll do an energy card for you guys, and this is where I incorporate numerology, okay? So this will be all signs. So I am busting out the wheel, okay? If you guys don't know how the wheel works, like I said, you can pertain to your sun, moon, rising, get a full reading. Cross watchers are welcome. Like if you know somebody else's sign, you might get the tea. Okay, so however you want to play it, it's totally up to you. Just move a couple of things out of the way. Let's charge my mouse. Let's pull you back. Okay. All right, let's kind of start out. I'm gonna check the energy. Let's do Aries, sun, moon, or rising. Hold on. We'll do Aries, sun, moon, rising. Move this out the way. Don't need you no more. What happened to my mouse? My computer got stuck. It's all good. All right. So let's do Aries, sun, moon, or rising. You guys don't forget to thumbs up the video. That way everybody knows I'm live. All right, Aries. Let's do one more shuffle. Aries, sun, moon, rising. Okay, we have adjacent possibilities, okay? So what I'm seeing here is, we have divine feminine with the 2 and divine masculine with the number 4, equaling the number of 6. So I feel like here, Aries, there's going to be a lot of different opportunities that are going to arise for you. Now, it could be things that you have materialized that are coming in now as far as adjacent possibilities. Let's say, for example, you want to get a new car or a new job, or you want to move, or it's like you're working on something right now, and the way that it's going to materialize, it's going to happen for you, but it's not going to happen the way that you expected it to, because you're going to have a couple of doors closed, but there's going to be that little window, there's going to be that little side door, there's going to be that garage door, you know what I mean? It's going to be the red door, not the blue one. It's like it's going to happen in a totally different way. So hopefully it's good for you when that does happen. Now I feel like it is, because with that number 6 there, it's going to be that equal give and take energy. So whatever seed you planted, whoever you helped out, whatever good you put out, it's like coming back to you, but it's going to come not in the expected way. And that's that adjacent possibility for you. It's going to feel good because it's still going to happen. Like, for example, if you donated money or you helped somebody out, you gave them $500 like a year ago or something like that, all of a sudden you think you didn't get that $500 back from that person, but yet something else materializes in a way. Like maybe you get a check in the mail, or maybe you get a bonus from your job, or I don't know, you get money back from your taxes, something like that. Like you overpaid, here's your refund. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, it's gonna come in a different way. Okay, let's kind of get what's your focus with all the energy that's playing out as far as Sag season. So I feel like you're going to have a nice balance between your divine feminine, divine masculine energy that's playing out for you, which is a good thing. I like that for you. Aries, sun, moon, rising. So you're definitely going to be rewarded, but it's going to be in a way that you never thought you would be rewarded. You never even thought it was a possibility. And look, we got Sag energy here. We do have 9 of Wands. It's so funny because Mars is in Sag, and this is a Mars and Sag card that popped up. So you're definitely going to be feeling the energy. You're also a fire sign as well. So I feel like here, Aries is the one that's like, oh my God, here's the lighter and the logs, guys. I'm ready to party. If you think of like Leo's like, okay, I lit the fire, the bonfire is going, great, boom, party started, right? Sag keeps it going all night long. Okay, so with 9 of Wands energy, I feel like there's going to be lots of endings and beginnings, deaths and rebirths, transformations. It's going to be like changes, but necessary ones that are going to occur. So let's say out with the old, in with the new kind of a vibe. It's like you're almost about to close out on a cycle here, and the 9 of Wands is really telling you don't give up the good fight. Okay, whatever it is you're working on, you know how sometimes you feel like you want to give up, and right at the tail end, boom, since you didn't give up, you have a breakthrough. So it's giving breakthrough vibes for me, and what's going to materialize for you. It's not going to happen the way that you expected it to. And we just started with Mars at 0 degrees. So you got the Mars and Sag card, which is totally happening right now for you. So I feel like whatever you want to transpire, it will transpire, just not in the way that you think it is. So don't give up, because sometimes it can feel like you're in this battle, warfield zone, whatever, you know, around you, bombs are being dropped, and like, oh my God, another challenge. So you could be in a testing field. You could be getting tested to see how bad do you want it, and are you going to fight for it? So it's kind of like you're right there. So like, don't stop whatever it is you're doing, whether this is going after a person, place, or thing. Don't stop, keep going, because you're like right there. Okay. It's like you feel it, like you might know it's coming, but you just don't know when or how. That's not for you to worry about. That's not for you to worry about, okay? Let's gain some clarity. We're going to pull a tarot for you. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. Look at that. Hangman. Yeah, so with this Hangman energy and all together. Now, some people don't like the Hangman, but I take it as, you know, like I said, you know, when you're in that vibe of like, maybe you're starting a business, maybe you're building a relationship with someone, maybe you are, you know, you're just going into something and you just keep fighting and you keep going. Oh, I need to charge my phone. And you keep going, but it's like, this could also be a spiritual journey too. You know what I mean? It's like Hangman energy is like being relaxed, being kind of still. It's like, it could be stagnant, right? But at the same token, something could be on hold and it could kind of calm you down. You feel like, is this going to happen for me? Is this going to happen? Hold on. Oh, shit. Okay. You could be like, is this going to happen for me? Is it going to happen? So it's kind of like this beautiful light. You might have a beautiful light bulb. It's going to change your perspective, and you might see things in a new light. You might see things in a new way, you know what I mean, that you haven't seen before. So it's kind of like shifting your mindset, in a sense, is what I would call it. Shifting your mindset, shifting your thinking, some new behaviors that could be coming out, opening up to spirituality, possibly, you know, taking time to meditate and to really make sure things come out as, you know, as you wanted them to. Not the way that you want them to, but they're coming. It's like you're materializing something and you're talking about it and you're taking action on it. So that's a good thing. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Remember, we have that Taurus Stellium playing out. Ooh, yeah. See, Taurus ruling the second house. I told you guys. Taurus Stellium, right? So we have financial restraints, okay? So this is kind of like a warning card, I would say. Whatever you're taking action on, let's say, for example, you're working with other people, because you have divine masculine number 1, and then you also have the androgynous number of 3 equaling 4. Kind of like building your foundation, some structure, trying to gain stability or traction in your life within a person, place, or thing right now. And this could be restraining you. Now, it doesn't have to be physical money. Remember, you are the esoteric bag, so this could be your energy you're dishing out as well, okay? You might be putting too much energy out there, and you might need to, like, pull it back, okay? And this could be depleting you in a sense. Also, too, whatever money, okay, or energy you're putting out there, even if it's money, you know what I'm saying? You have to really be careful. Remember, you're the ruler of the second house. So remember, go back to what it is that you value, your morals, values, beliefs, and check, make sure you're not doing the overindulging and overspending and all of those grand things, right? So you might have to watch it during this month. It is holiday season. Let's say, for example, you're like, oh, I'm going to trip here and I'm going to trip there. And then all of a sudden here comes rent and you're like, damn, like I shouldn't have did that. So just be careful of that, and especially your energy, okay? You might be wanting to hang out with people and see them or talk to people you haven't seen in so long, and then, you know, now it's like you're drained. You know what I mean? You got like energy vampires or people leeching on you for your good vibes, your good energy. You know what I'm saying? So either, however it fits, but I feel like it's something that you're working on. You could be working towards something, building stability and security for yourself. So money could be tight. You might be paycheck to paycheck, or you know what I mean? Or you just might just be, you might have the money for everything, but then you go spend it on things you really don't need. So you got to kind of be careful of that, okay? Let's see what to pay attention to with all this energy for Taurus, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Damn, that flew out. You have Two of Wands, okay? This is Mars, Aries energy, Two of Wands. So there's some type of idea. You may have some type of idea that could be lingering in your mind. You could be really thinking about it, and this is where your emotions are going towards. So it's whatever it is that's in your head. You in your head, pretty much, okay? And I would say it's, you feel it too. It's like you feel like you want to do something, or you feel like you have this idea, or it's like you're feeling some kind of way about something in your mind and you haven't gotten it out yet. You might have not said something to somebody, or you're not telling anybody about what the hell you're going through. You're just like masking it, or it's just something that you want to do, but you haven't initiated it. You haven't really taken action on it. It's just an idea. Maybe you just wrote it on, it might just be in your head, or it just might be like almost ready to go on paper, or you might be wanting to say, it's like almost there. You're configuring something out. So use that Aries energy to make sure you get it out, okay? Take action, Mars, right? It's telling you, like, take action on it. Because if you just leave it up here, you might be like, later on, you're like, dang, I knew I should have did that. It's going to be like that kind of an energy if you don't just act on it. And remember, you know, an idle mind is a devil's playground. So don't think too much on something. Just take action and see what happens. Make like a calculated risk. Let's get your tarot on Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, you have Six of Cups. So Six of Cups, remember, the Six of Cups energy does not have any water in them. It's more of a playful, you could be like in a honeymoon kind of a phase with whatever it is that you're tapping into right now, like very flirtatious. You could potentially meet like soulmate vibes. Like, let's say you met somebody and you guys end up being like soulmates, like really good friends. You know what I mean? Like best of friends. You guys are just attached to the hip and always together, and it just feels so nostalgic. Or this could be like old people, like old connections coming back into the new, like old friends, revisiting them or looking at pictures and videos. Kind of like that reminiscent kind of a vibe. You could have gifts coming in towards you. Like, you know, you could be struggling right now, and then all of a sudden, boom! Just because you put action to something, now all of a sudden you actually have what you wanted, okay? So lots of joy and warm energy coming through for you. There's like some type of innocence that you could have. You know, like I said, the past could be coming back to revisit, but which can allow new possibilities. So let's say, for example, you are like, oh, I really don't want to work here. And all of a sudden, somebody from your past comes back and they're like thriving. They're like, yeah, why don't you come work with me over here? And you're like, oh, hell yeah. You know, this is way better. You know, you never know. That could be that new possibility. So remember, we're all connected in some form or fashion. You just have to allow that energy to come in and just really surrender to see what it's all about. Okay? Moving on. We're going to go ahead and go towards Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. You guys don't forget, I am going to timestamp all of this and you can refer back to it. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, you got the Angel of Strength, Gem. Okay, so this is going to be, you're really tapping into, I would say, with the number 50, there's going to be a lot of changes that could be occurring for you. Okay, I would say this is a card of emotion. You know, whatever you're feeling, whatever you're going through, you have the strength to get through it. You also have the, you know, it's like you could appear very like hardcore and shell, and then like really on the inside you're real soft. You know what I mean? It's like softening you up. You know, Gemini energy is like you can be both, right? A lot of people might see you a certain way, but really on the inside you're like, I'm not really that, I'm this. You know, you're all squishy and fuzzy on the inside. You know, so I feel like for you, as far as your emotions, whatever changes that are happening right now can be emotional time for you. You could be like just in your feelers about that, but I feel like you have the strength to get through. You have the strength to move forward. You have the strength to move on. You have the strength to get through. You know what I mean? Like you just have that. You're gonna be fine. Everything's okay. And this could also be like, you know, something you could be dealing with right now. It could be kind of like hitting your heartstrings. But at the same token, like it could be something that happens every year during this time. You know what I'm saying? You'll get through it though. That's why I feel like the angel of strength came out. But it's like, you know, maybe there's something that could happen to where you won't have to feel like this during this season or during these times or whatever it is that's happening for you. You might be able to like break a cycle and create that change, and that zero could be like that reset for you. Let me see, what does Gemini need to focus on with this energy that's playing out? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. The Sun. And you know what's funny? Strength is like the Sun, because it's like Sun rules Leo energy. So a lot of fire energy here for you. Yeah. It's like let your inner child play. Heal your inner child. You have the strength to do it. It's like have fun. Be joyful. You know, do the things that you've always wanted to do, but they're dormant, you know, because you had fear or doubt or whatever, because you cared about what other people thought. It's like, no, you got to go through it. Like, get through it. Like, do it. Have fun. Be lighthearted. Warm and fuzzy. You might be. It's like a happy energy, you know? It's like, even though you could be, it's like, for example, let's say, I don't know. Maybe like during this time, this could be like a revisit of a thought or something that happened and you can't stop thinking about it, but you have the strength to get through it. You can't do anything about it. It's old, but yet it's like saying be happy. You know what I mean? Like be grateful for what you have, what's going on, what has transpired, and literally let your inner child play. Don't think too heavy right now. Be very lighthearted. So that's what I keep hearing for you. Be very lighthearted. Let's see. Let's use the tarot deck and see what we can get more of for you, Gemini. Yeah, have a little bit of fun, you know? Let loose a little. Try not to be too serious. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, because 10 of Swords. Yep. So with this change that's happening, so hopefully you're trying to change something that you've been going through, and I feel like for you, you're going to complete a new cycle. You got 10 of Swords, okay? 10 at the end. It's over. It's a wrap cake. Like, it's done. You could have been backstabbed back in the day. You could just be super exhausted and tired. Someone could have did something to you a long time ago. It's kind of just like you could be burnt out. Maybe you just feel like you can't move right now. You know what I mean? It's like a dead energy. You know, it could have been the most hurtful situation that's got triggered. You got triggered or revisited possibly here. It's like, but you don't care anymore. You're over it. You're able to move on. You're able to move forward, which is good. Ending the cycle because you felt hopeless probably. You felt limited at one point. Maybe you had like a tragic loss, you know, and that's where you have the Angel of Strength and the Sun coming out. So it's time to release. It's time to gain some closure for you, Gemini. Okay, so that is your reading. Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Cancer, you've got anxiety. Oh my God. So you have anxiety. So whatever you're taking action on, it's affecting your emotions. It's affecting how you feel. Okay. And you're not telling anybody about this. So where are you making moves at for the most part? We got a lot of red here. So it's giving root chakra energy. You could be dealing with since this is a person in here, it could involve you or someone else possibly here, but you know I read for you. So Cancer, I feel like here there's something that you're taking action on and it's really pulling on your heartstrings. Okay, this could be dealing with a person, place, or thing, however that is for you. And it makes you feel kind of like, ooh, should I be doing this? Ooh, like nervousness. You might feel like this is something different that you're going through. Maybe you haven't experienced it before, or maybe you have experienced it before and you just kind of don't know what to do around this time or what to do with the energy, but you're in the energy, you're going through it, because clearly number 1, you're taking action, divine masculine energy, but with that number 8, it's divine feminine energy. So 18 equaling 9, it's kind of like maybe you feel like you're going up and then it goes down, up and down. So whatever it is, it's like you're ending a lot of stuff, but yet you're coming into the new. It's like you're deading a lot of things, but now you feel alive again. It's kind of like you're facing this transformative energy with challenges, and you almost are completing old cycles and going into something new. So it's like I feel like you probably have a lot of anxiety based off of whatever it is that you're taking action on, whether it's a person, place, or thing, but it's allowing you to transform. It's like somebody or whatever you're doing could be a catalyst right now. And I don't know, it could be a job, a business, something that you're working on within self, old patterns, behaviors, morals, values, beliefs, old programming, whatever that is for you. It's just like, it's like all this. Because number 9 is like, okay, you about to let go of some stuff, you about to end some stuff and go into a new. Okay, so let's get a little bit of a more focus for you with this energy here. We're going to use the tarot astrology to get more insight to see where your focus is for Sag season. Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Healing. So there are some things that you may need to heal, Cancer, okay? That could be where the anxiety is coming from, because it's like with that 9, like, oh crap, like you're like ending stuff. You could be going through things. You could be thinking of old, like I said, old, outdated morals, values, beliefs, programs, all those things, right, that I was saying earlier. And now it's like you're in a healing energy. You are transforming, clearly. It's like a death and rebirth phase that you're going through right now during this time. And it's also, it's like I get a sense it's like also spiritual too. There's like, you know, it's in there. You have a lot of wisdom. You have a lot of insight. So it's kind of like you know how to get through this, but maybe you're just finding ways to heal in a different way, or it's telling you you're going through healing energy right now. And with that Aquarian energy, which is the star card, Aquarius is ruled by Saturn. So it's like, you got to be disciplined. So I would say for you, Cancer, you have to do reciprocation, okay, with your emotions. It's time to, like, with that healing card and that number 8, you have to utilize your emotions, express them. That's your focus, to express your emotions and be around people that can reciprocate the same energy for you, to allow yourself to end the cycle and close it out once and for all, to start something new again, right? And that has to deal with a lot of healing. So what can that involve? Shadow work and having conversations, expressing yourself. So use that Sag energy to really express yourself and get it out and not keep it in. Let's see, we're going to pull a tarot, Cancer, sun, moon, rising. Just more in depth and clarity. Yeah. You have 5 of Wands in reverse. So you could be a little bit discouraged, okay? You could just be tired, but I feel like here you're looking for passion. Like you're really looking for passion. You might have a loss of energy. You know, you're not as ambitious as you used to be to carry out maybe duty, responsibilities, and obligations, or just to go forward with something. Whatever it is that you're taking action on right now. And I feel like, why? Because right now, whatever's playing in this, remember, you have the Taurus stellium and the Sag stellium playing out right now. So wherever house that's affecting for you, this could be why. You have maybe a loss of energy. You could be dishing out too much. You could be doing too much, when really you need to focus on your core, your inner self, your inner guidance system. You need to really focus on healing. So anyone that can bring that healing vibes to you or around you is going to be key. So it could be, that could be a theme. So taking time out to put yourself first so you can heal, and that way you won't have a loss of energy, or not dish out your energy too much to the world. You know, you might have to like reel it in a little bit. Reel it in a little bit, Cancer. Okay, take time for you and do some healing activities, meditations, whatever that is for you. Resting, sleeping, whatever. Leo, sun, moon, rising. Leo, sun, moon, rising. All right, ooh, door to romance, Leo, sun, moon, or rising, door to romance. So with door to romance, we have number 33. This is an androgynous number right there. It's a master number, so we're not breaking that down for 1 second. So it could be that with the door to romance, maybe at the stage of where you're at, you could be open to loving. You love yourself and you're in love with yourself to the point where now your cup is full and you have enough to over pour out of your chalice to give to somebody else. Now, I don't know how that's going to happen. It could be through celebrations. It could be at parties. It could be during traveling. It could be working around people or with people, someone within your surroundings to where the love is just going to come in. Or maybe you are ready for someone to reciprocate the same love you give to yourself. Now it's like, okay, where's my reflection at? Where's my partner? Where's my divine counterpart? Who's going to come in that has the same energy as me, you know, that's on my level with it and want to go there with it? Because you're open to it. Or you could have this right now to where it's like you're romancing yourself and your lifestyle right now. Like you're taking yourself out. You're taking yourself out on dates. You're taking like self-care routines. It could be all of that too that you're doing right now. It doesn't always have to involve other people, but hey, that's like the door's open for that for you, or you could be open to it. You just want to make sure that the energy is reciprocated. Let's get a little bit more on here for you. That way we can kind of see. Let's get what to focus on for Leo, sun, moon, or rising with the Sag season energy. 9 of Pentacles. That's Virgo energy right there, you guys. That 9 of Pentacles. So 9 of Pentacle energy, it's like you could be looking good and all that. Like things could be going great for you as far as your pentacle, your finances and things of that nature. You're able to do this and go here and buy that and whatever looks great. You look good while you're doing it. And so I feel like here, that's like almost like 369 energy. I really feel like you're looking at something with a microscope though. Like you're not giving up everything, but you're like, okay, you know what? I just might go on and tap in. So you have more of a disciplined energy with your money and you're able to take trips or look like go on luxurious fancy dinners, or, you know, it could be that, you know what I mean? Like you're there, but you're looking at everything with a fine-tooth comb as well. Like you're not gonna just throw, you know, your money or your time or your energy into things that don't matter. It's like you're really making sure it's people are of quality, integrity. You know, you're being very meticulous right now, or it's telling you to be. Let's go ahead and get a tarot for you really quick as well. Let's see if we get a little bit more in depth for our Leo, sun, moon, rising. Whoa, that hella popped out. Yep, 9 of Cups. So 9 of Cups energy, you could be thinking of stopping something. That's why you're in that Virgo energy of looking at everything real close. Like, yeah, I got this far. I'm good, but I know I could do better. I'm cool. Everything's working out. Like, you know what I mean? I'm doing my jam, but you know what I mean? Also, too, 9 of Cups energy, it's water energy right here. You know, you might have like just a full cup of love to give. Like I said, this door to romance card came out too. You could be emotionally available for someone. Okay, I feel like you are. This can also signify, like you have that 9 of Pentacles, signify career, finances. You know, you could be guided to do something or start something or tap into something as far as your career and your financial sector, so that you can like, it's kind of like now you're where you're at. It's great, but it could be better. So I feel like you're on a scale up. It's time to scale up your life right now. Things are going to start coming towards you. You probably already have, that you really would like to have. So this is a good thing. Just set your true intentions. Okay. Moving on. Virgo, sun, moon, or rising. do Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What time is it? Not bad. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. That came out quick. Ooh, Magician and the Mirror. So I feel like whatever it is that you're feeling or any emotions that come about, you have the balance of the fire and water energy, and it's like you're making stuff happen. I feel like you're being a true alchemist, Virgo, especially with everything within your surroundings, what you have going on, making sure everything's in a balance kind of an energy, and there's some type of flow with that. And you could be utilizing fire, water, and earth. You're an earth sign. You could be using all of these things in a balanced way to bring out that abundant energy for you. Good abundant energy in all aspects of your life. This could be career, with relationships, business, within self. You know, I feel like you just could be really making things happen for you. It's a giving infinity symbol for me. Okay, let's get a little bit more here for you. So it's like, as long as you stay balanced, everything's kind of working out in your favor. You're not doing too much of one thing. You're just making sure you cross all your T's and dot all your I's in all aspects of things that you need to take care of right now. So this could give you that magician energy. Give me a little bit more for Virgo. What do they need to focus on during the Sag season? Virgo, Sun, and Rising. Yeah, you got two cards that came out. You got King of Wands, and you also have Page of Wands. Okay, so this is pure fire energy. This is Leo vibes here. So yeah, I feel like whatever it is you're taking action on, there's that reciprocation. Now, you could just be coming in. Let's say, for example, you could be a business owner and you're like, okay, I'm going to focus on my business. I'm going to help build this person. I'm going to help this family. I'm going to help them do that. But also I'm going to take care of myself, make sure my shit's secure and safe too. At the same token, it's like you're learning to know when to dish out your energy. You're like being a master of all of that right now, which is great. So use this fire energy during this time, during the Sag season, to really keep that balance. You know, King of Wands energy is like, hey, whatever I'm taking action on, I'm going to get it. And that's where you're at. Well, that's where you're heading towards. Let's get a little bit more detail here. Let's get some clarification for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. And I feel like what's helping you, because the opposite of Leo would be Cancer energy, so it's like kind of, I mean, not opposite, but the neighboring energy of that is Leo or Cancer, so you could be utilizing that water, that fire and water balance. But we do have here Temperance though. Okay, so be careful with this Sag energy as well. This is a note. With all this fire energy, you could become imbalanced and impatient. So remember, do the opposite. Hopefully you're not getting sick or there's no disharmony, but you could be unsure, have some unsure energy that could be playing out as you're taking action, you know? It's kind of, I always look at the Temperance in reverse as having like you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. You know, and this could be why there's a good balance right now, but it's kind of tricky for you. It's kind of like, should I do that? Yeah, I could do that a little bit. I'm just sprinkle kind of an energy, right? And then like step back, you know what I mean? Something could have happened to where you need to revisit the root of why you could be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay, if you end up being impatient or imbalanced. Not saying you will be, but it could be. I feel like it's more so look out for that. Like really look out for it. Okay, because once the what's that, we used to go on the teeter-totter, once teeter-totter goes, yeah, it could be just all bad. All right, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'd say be patient for all of your changes to come. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, sorry. Attachment. Libra, what are you attached to, honey? You have attachment, number 5. So a lot of changes that are happening. It's kind of like you possibly could be removing. You could be detaching yourself. You know what I mean? So I feel like because she's removing the mask from her face, so it's kind of like, okay, now it's like you're being real. you're showing everything, but yet she's still chained to the post. You know, it's kind of like something had to happen for some change to occur in order for you to reveal something. We're gonna get more in depth with that. You know how Libras are, you guys are like people pleasers, you like to talk to a lot of people, you know, you like the finer things in life, but it's like, in order for something different to happen, something had to be removed, or it has to be removed. Let's see. What is Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising? You need to focus on those energies. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, you got two that came out. Hierophant and Ace of Pentacles. This is great. And this is Taurus energy as well with this Hierophant. So, you know, it's like, you know, becoming the goat. Once you remove yourself from people, places, and things, once you remove that attachment factor, like, here's the deal. You know how people, I don't know if you've heard it before, when they say, try not to get attached to anything in this world. And trust me, you know, it's hard to, like, not. Especially if you really like something. Let's say you really love Kit Kats, or you really love your car, you really love some material item, or you really love an actual person, or what you do for a living. You know, whatever it is, like all of these things can be gone like that. Right? So once I feel like you realize things can just be gone at the blink of an eye, I feel like now it's shifted your mindset. And so now here comes, okay, I'm just going to focus and just live in the moment and just do what I got to do, and just not really trip off of the fact that all of this, I might not have it one day, or I might not be here one day, you know? And so that's when I feel like when you let loose and surrender in that way, this is when the abundance starts to come in. Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, new money, you know, like new job, new career, whatever, a new way of seeing things for you. And it's not going to be the traditional way. Okay? It's going to be very untraditional. Let's get a little bit more in depth here for Libra. I just feel like you want things to be traditional. But you know, rolling with these times, it's kind of like you got to go with the flow of how things are operating in life. And I feel like you're kind of more so doing that now. And that's going to allow you to allow the change to come and happen. Libra, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah. Because you also got the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So it's kind of like, so if there is anything going on, now you're going to be in that energy. Once you see that happening, you're like, you know what? I surrendered and I can do it. All right. I detached myself from everything and whatever. I removed the mask, removed the facade. Now I'm going to be me. Now everything's rolling in. But yet, you know, if something was to arise, if you did have a challenge or something, you're afraid to ask for help. You know, and then you go back to hiding again and putting on the mask again. No fun, no life, just all work. You know how you Libras can be workaholics. You could lose yourself, you know, just by just refusing someone lending a helping hand. So I would say with this indispensable energy, make sure that, you know, if something, it's, you know, everything seems like it can be going so well, and then there could be a hiccup, you know, so open your mouth and make sure that you, especially when it comes to your finances or your business or whatever you're working on, make sure you let people know what's up. You just never know who's going to be a sponsor, who's going to have your back, or who's going to be like, oh, I got you, don't worry about it, you're good. I see what you're doing out there, I see what you're trying to do, or whatever, and be like, boom. You know what I mean? Like, help you real quick. All right, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, Scorpio got caring connections. So you could be taking action, major action towards people. You could be only wanting to be around people that want to be around you. You know, this could be going towards friendships, whatever ship you're sailing, business partnerships, love ships, you know, family. It could be anybody that you care about as the people that you want to be around, and this is what you're taking action towards right now. It's like people who give you your flowers, you know what I mean? People that have your back. This is going to be important. This is what makes you feel comfortable, confident. You only fuck with people who fuck with you pretty much for the most part. Let's keep it a whole buck, right? Let me see what else we have here as far as the tarot astrology I want to focus on for the energies here. I feel like it's just, we just got out of your season 2, Scorpio, so maybe a lot of things were revealed to you to where you're like, you know what? I need to just like make sure I'm messing with the right people, you know, and stay true to you. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. And there could also be someone in your life too that's like a change. Like you could, 1 + 4 = 5. So there could be a caring connection that came into your life and changed your world. And now it's like, oh, now you have someone to uphold and give your flowers to. Whatever you're taking action on, it is reciprocated, because you also have the 6 of Wands that came out as well. And this caring connection is expanding for you. And we all know Leo energy, you know, it's just, it feels, it's a strong connection. Okay, so you have something's expanding for you and it feels damn good, and it's also reciprocated. It's like one hand washes the other kind of a vibe. I ain't got it, they got it. It's like it's just, it's even right now. And but it's growing too. And 5 + 6, oh, let me see. Let's get the tarot going. So it's a major change for you. If you think of 5 + 6 = 11, which is a master number, it could be a caring connection that you're taking action on that you could have materialized and manifested, and it's happening. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get Scorpio, Sun, Moon. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's get some clarity. Ooh. So you got 8 of Swords in reverse. So, you know, you could be judging yourself a whole lot right now, okay? And, you know, sometimes when you're around new energies or you're meeting new people, whatever, you know, it's like human nature. You would compare sometimes, or you kind of look at, oh, you got that, oh, I got that, oh, I ain't got that. Whatever it is, you could be doing that. But you could be just kind of lying in your own misery with, like, telling yourself those thoughts. You could just be making up stuff in your mind. It's like negative inner dialogue whenever the 8 of Swords comes out, because it's an air card. So, you know, adversity, this could give you a bad attitude, you know, complaining in a sense. And this is all created in your mind. So pretty much for the most part, it's giving, you got a good thing happening for you, or you got something grand happening, it's so good, or life, you know, when life feels too good, oh, then something happens. Like, I feel like you're creating that because you're thinking that, oh, this can't be all that great. I know something's going to happen, or something might get revealed, or I might see something, or I might do something, or the truth might come out. You're just waiting for something bad to happen. So get those thoughts out of your head, because you're only creating more challenges and squares and oppositions for yourself for the future. So get out of your head and just let it happen. Okay, whether it's a person, place, or thing, let this good thing that's going on, let it happen. Let it happen. All right. Sag, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Make me swim. And happy solar return to all my Saggies. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, that came out hella fast. 6. We got a chakra card. It's our first chakra card of the night. Ooh. So Sag, you are there, honey. You see it all. You feel it all. You're in there. It's like your first eye is just wide open. You're building. You're able to build a solid structure for yourself. You're celebrating. You know, you're stable. I feel like you have, or you're going towards building stability and security for yourself, so that you can celebrate. And I feel like here it's kind of like either your 6th chakra, aka your first chakra, is blocked, and there's some things that you need to see in order for stability and security to come in for you, so that you can celebrate life, right, with other people that are doing the same thing. Because if you don't have it, that means that your chakra is blocked. If you do have this right now, you're able to celebrate. This is giving that number 4, this is giving, like, you got all the legs under the table. You know what I'm saying? You're bringing all the appetizers, desserts, and everything to the table. Like, you are the goddamn table. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you have to be the one now to see, oh, am I going to let them eat at my table? You know, some people are like, yeah, you can't eat at my table. You know what I mean? Like, so if you are stable and secure and you got things going for you and you're able to celebrate life. If not, you're not seeing something. It's not clear. There's no clarity. Something's foggy for you to where you need to unblock your first eye. You need to like get back connected because you could be disconnected possibly. So either or, you're either one or the two. Let's see what you need to focus on with this energy that's playing out for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Straight up Nine of Swords, honey. Nine of Swords. So I really feel like for you with this Nine of Swords energy, yeah, it's like sleepless, restless energy, possibly. This is Gemini energy with the Nine of Swords as well. You don't love it here in that sense. You know what I mean? Like there's something that's keeping you up at night. You could be so in your head about maybe building. You know, this is why your first eye could be blocked. You know what I mean? Like you're not seeing something through, or something's not going through for you, or something might not be transpiring or materializing for you, might not be happening. And for some of you, it is happening. Now it's like time to like make sure you get rest. Make sure you tune into your morals, values, and beliefs and things that you want to happen. You know, make sure you have duality within life right now. Make sure you know that an old way of living and doing everything is now out the window and you are rebirthing into something new with that number 9. So you're either on whatever side you want, whatever side that is, okay? Let's get Tarot here. Let's see. Let's get some more clarity here for you, Sag. Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, either change is coming in and I don't know if you're allowing it. It's like you have the Fool card. So it's like you want to have a new beginning. Some of you guys are living your new beginning and you're carefree. That's the Fool card energy. You're taking a leap of faith. You're like, you know what? I'm on this new journey. I'm happy. I'm good. I'm up for anything right now that comes my way. You're going with the flow. You're taking risks, okay? You know, you're getting out of your comfort zone and it's like you feel like things are just working out and transpiring for you. And some of you guys are like, your soul is crying for a new beginning. It's like you want to reset, you want to start over because you having sleepless nights, anxiety, you don't know what the hell's happening, you got some block chakras, you ain't seeing something when it comes to building your foundation, stability, and security for yourself. There's something unstable. You only have 3 legs on the table. Like, you know what I mean? And you're just craving for something new. So it's telling you maybe to take a new risk, do something different. Okay? All right, Sag, that's your reading. All right, next we have Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon. Community. All right, Cappy. So whatever you're taking action on, it's going to have something to do with within your community, the people that are around you, or it's telling you to. I feel like it's people that are into the same things that you're into, or you're trying to build within or around your community to tap into whatever it is you're tapping into, whatever you're taking action on. Okay, this is like-minded people. You know, or you're trying to find that tribe of like-minded people within your community, possibly here, or within your surroundings as well. You're trying to get there. There's something that you could be working on or building towards for some reason, as far as like maybe trying to elevate your lifestyle, coming together. You know, you could have like on one solid hand, like true people that you actually fuck with. You know what I mean? Like, and that you really connect with. But also too, number 7 can be a very spiritual number as well. So we're gonna get more details here for you, Capricorn. I just feel like you're just worried about home base pretty much for the most part, making sure that's like the it factor for you. You know what I'm saying? Taking care of home, doing what you gotta do. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. And you're only like literally involving yourself with, you know, people that you're surrounding yourself with. We also have the World card. Yep. Yeah. So, you know, when you focus on, and you also have 7 of chalices that came out in reverse too. That's Scorpio energy. And it has to deal with the moon. So, Capricorn, I feel like for you, staying disciplined and building structure is how you thrive. So you could be thinking of ways on how to not to be the only person that's doing that, and maybe you could be doing something to assist your community or to help your community, or you're trying to find out some information from your community, or you are the one, you know, dishing that out that way. Because, you know, what's the fun if you're thriving and all your homies ain't? You know what I mean? Then they're going to be leeching off of you and taking everything that you got, and this could really pull on your heartstrings with that 7 of chalices in reverse. You feel me? That could be a problem. You know, let's say you're so disciplined, you got everything going for yourself, you got a house, a business, you're thriving, or you just work multiple jobs, you got money coming in, you got income, you take care of yours, you got food in the fridge, shelter, clothes, all that stuff. You can go places, go out, but yet, you know, the people that you hang around, you know what I'm saying? So you might be needing to give attention to that, or you might be being moved away from that. You know what I mean? You might be checking who are you associated with right now during this time, and is it good for you or not? All right. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, you have a woman holding a heart. So, Aquarius, you are really in a mode of, with 44 here, it's like you're waiting for someone to match you. Like, you could be a counterpart, like, or just even a business partner, someone just to match you where you're at. And this could be why you're holding, maybe you're loving to people, but you're not giving your soul or your heart to specifically anybody, because maybe family could have did you wrong, or you know, past stuff, friends, it could be business partners, it could be, you know, relationships, lovers, whatever. It's like you're just waiting for that reciprocation of energy. And just know that you're definitely being guided. You could have angels that are around you assisting you within this, to make sure that you just don't go for any Tom, Dick, and Harry when it comes to friendships, lovers, business partnerships, whatever kind of ship you want to sail. And this could be why it's like you're holding space, but you want to make sure it's legit. You feel me? And I don't blame you on that. Trust me. I don't blame you for doing that. Yeah, it's like, you're like, not just anybody could have me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have standards, you have boundaries, you have morals, values, beliefs that you want to uphold, and you don't want to go backwards, right? You want to go to something positive. So Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Let's see where they have to pay attention to. Energy. Yeah, 10 of chalices in reverse. Yeah, this had to probably do, that's Pluto energy too. It's Pisces, Pluto energy. So it's like something that could have happened. This is why you're holding your heart, and you're making sure that you make the right choices, because there could have been a breakup, or something that, you know, when you know, in the past connections that you could have had as far as your emotions, it's like You know, it came full circle, but then it kind of reversed and went back, and then it didn't work out, and you're like, ah. So it's like a hamster wheel of repeating the same cycles again, over and over again. You don't want that to happen, and I get it. And that's that Pluto energy too. And Pluto is like, you know, Pluto can act up. So, and you know, and that hurts. You know, that could pull on your emotions. It's like, with Ten of Chalices being in reverse, it's kind of in the sense like, you know, this could be why you're taking your time. This could be why you could be selective or picky, or, you know what I'm saying? So you could be in the mode of just dealing with your emotions and making sure your emotions are balanced, or making sure you have emotional intelligence, and you could be going through a healing process or phase. That could be why you're like, oh, I don't want to get serious with anybody right now. Like, I need to just focus on me and cleanse myself and then get it together. You know what I mean? Let's get more clarity for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. Yeah, you could be denying your feelings too, because you have 10 of Chalices in reverse, and you also have Queen of Swords in reverse. So you could definitely be denying your deepest feelings. Some people could look at you as like being selfish right now during this time. Like, you don't want to tell anybody about how you feel or any emotions, and they're trying to pry it out of you, and you just don't want to say anything. And to some, that could come off as unattractive, but you're on a mission to like, wait a minute, it's not about love right now. It's about me getting back to where I want to get back to, and then maybe I'll want to tap into that. So you could be isolating yourself or ignoring, you know, the needs of yourself emotionally, and maybe other people's emotions. Like, if people were talking all mushy and gushy and texting and calling and talking about feelings and all that stuff, you're like, I don't want to hear it. You could be like that. And you could come across as not having any compassion or empathy, you know? I always say Queen of Swords is like the Ice Queen. They're like, you know, the bitch of the deck. But yeah, that could be a thing, you know, because of you're just being patient, or you're just not there yet. You're not ready. Pisces. All right, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Energy check. Angel of Balance. All right, Pisces. So whatever you're taking action on right now during this time, you're trying to balance out your energy, okay? Because this could be towards your emotions too, with that number 8. Yeah, Angel of Balance. So whatever you're feeling, your emotions, it's like you don't give out too much, but don't give too little either. During this time, Pisces, if you give too little, then you could put yourself in a detriment from connecting with a person, place, or thing. So you want to make sure that you find a nice balance. Not everything needs to be said. Not all your thoughts need to be said out. So whatever person, thing you're taking action on, you know, find a nice balance. You know, on maybe what to share as far as how you're feeling and what you're going through, or you're just in need of balance right now in your life. Okay, but does have to do with your feelings and emotions. That number 8. The way something makes you feel, right? This could be going towards any type of ship you're sailing, friendship, lovership, business partnership, anybody, family. This could also be towards work, money, career, anything you're trying to, where you feel some kind of way. Like the strongest right now. There needs to be some type of balance, as well as how you're expressing, like in the mode of expressing your feelings and emotions. Let's see what Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising is to focus on with this energy that's playing out right now. Whoa, damn, that jumped out. Yeah. So it could be your money. Okay, you have 10 of Pentacles. So it's like, for example, you need to balance. If you're taking action on that number 4 here, building your foundation and trying to gain security and stability within yourself, there's also a play of emotions in there somewhere with that number 8. So, and then it's like, boom, you know what I mean? Like, you're completing cycles. It's like, I would say no more broke. Here comes breakthrough. But pay attention to the fine details and find a nice balance. Like, let's say if you do have, a family to uphold, but also you need business, or you have like, you know, a love ship and work, or, you know, work and fun. Like you need to find a nice balance for yourself. And this is good energy for you. You know what I mean? Who doesn't love the 10 of Pentacles? This is like a solid, let's just say this, when you find a nice balance, it's like you will have a solid foundation, you will be steady, you will have security and stability. It's 10 of Pentacles is that energy where you'll be able to take care of yourself, someone else, and what they got going on, and the whole nine. You know what I mean? I love that for you. Okay, let's gain a little bit more clarity here. We'll give you a tarot. Yeah, and it's like you're completing a cycle. This could be with your career or public image. It's like new beginnings for you. It's a new beginning. A new beginning in the financial sector for you. Whatever it is you're tapping into. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. Ooh, we do have the High Priestess card in reverse. So there could be some type of illusions that could be playing out for you. Someone could have sold you a pipe dream. You know what I'm saying? Some secrets. Or maybe there's some information that you're withholding, or some secrets that you're holding in that you don't want to say anything. Probably because there's no harmony with maybe a ship that you have, and you're just like, it's kind of like, let's say, for example, you know, you are doing your own thing. You're feeling good, you're vibing, everything's working out, you're balanced, you're stable, whatever it is you have going on. There could be, it's like it's that energy of like moving in silence in a sense. Like you don't want to have to tell everybody your business or what's going on, but also too, either you could be putting up illusions, or somebody could be, or not somebody else, but it's like, it's the energy of you could not be wanting to share. It's like withholding all of that. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to be about it. This is why you end up having 10 of Pentacles. Sorry, guys. Can you guys hear me? Oh, let's see. Hello? Okay. All right, guys. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for staying tuned in, tapped in, turned on. I love all of you guys, and I will do all the timestamps, so I will see you soon. All right? Peace.